All right, we're continuing in the Sikha of the Rebbe and Chelik Aleph on Bechukotai, and eventually we'll get into Lag BaOmer, but not today. Schara Davarhu. What happens? What's the reward that you get for doing the commandments in the proper way? Namely, because you're connecting to the Creator of the universe, and that should make you happy. It's called Kabbalat Ol, just connecting. And Simcha, Tainuk, being happy. What happens if you do the commandments in this way? God says, I'm going to give you a big promise. I'm going to give you a big, what's it going to be? World to come? Nah. Something bigger than that. What's it going to be? Raising of the dead? I'm going to give you the rains in their time. The rains are going to come in the proper time. What type of reward is that? A geshem mebechinat ruchniyut. Spiritual rain is yarov kamatar likhi, that will drip like rain my teachings. Ulamaila is the Ora Torah, the light of the Torah. Lamaila yoter, even more, the Torah that the Mashiach will teach everyone. That the Torah we have now is like wind in regarding to the Torah of the Mashiach. The Torah we have now is like somebody explaining to you what $1 billion is, what you can do with it. Wonderful. But actually getting the money is a whole different world, whole different thing. So the Torah we're learning now is just like words. In the future, the Torah of the Mashiach, it's going to be the real thing. Hagashmius tiyeh ba'ofen. That's what it means, Gish Mayhem bitam. Gish Mayhem means rain, and the word Gish Mayhem means also physical world. The physical world, tiyeh ba'ofen kazel, will be in such a way, shalozu bilvad shalol hifriya. Not only will it not interfere with serving God, Kiyam Adarabba, Od Tesayeh, the physical world will actually help to serve God. More like it says, Talo Achilna Bisra the Torah. Like it says, it's brought down also in the Tanya, the 7th chapter, because I did not, Amoraim said that because I did not eat meat of an ox, my mind wasn't clear. I couldn't give the proper answers. And this one person happened to be that him eating the meat of an ox gave him an extra level of comprehension, understanding. He was able to think more deeply about the ideas. If he didn't have meat, then he couldn't really think properly. He could think properly, he could learn Torah, but it wasn't proper. Not everybody is like that. Some people, they eat meat to go to sleep. But other people, they need to have meat. Oh, see, it's working. B'Likuti Torah in Parshas Shavua, it's explained, Ki pirtei atochacha hein lamito shel davar bruchas. In Likuti Torah, the book of one of the main books of Chabad, written by the first Rebbe of Chabad, so it explains another aspect of this week's Torah portion. This week's Torah portion has in it 49 curses that await the Jewish people if they do not do Torah and the commandments. As far as blessings that you get, if you do the Torah and the commandments, there's not really that many. Like you said, the rains will come in their time, you'll have the early rain, light rain, you'll get wine and oil. But as far as curses goes, the Torah really, really gives it to us. In this week's portion, there are 49 curses. In Parshas Kitavo, there are 98 curses. If a person does not do Torah, so that's pretty strict. That's sort of not nice. It says in Likuti Torah and also in the Zohar, it explains that all of these curses really are blessings. How so? For instance, it says, Afu eser nashim lachmechem betanu echad. 10 women will cook their bread in one oven. right? What type of a blessing is that? In other words, there won't be any ovens around. Everybody will have to, if they have bread at all, they'll have to cook it in one oven. And what type of a blessing is that? It says if you interpret it spiritually, it means Aser women are the 10 women are the 10 powers of the soul. 10 powers of the soul. Okay? Yeyu afuyim, they will be cooked. What does it mean cooked? Hot, warm. Chamimut, with the warmth of love that comes from thinking deeply into echad. The 9 women means the 10 powers of your soul will be cooked in one oven, and there's the oven of one, of thinking about how Hashem is one. But even though it is, because it is such a tremendously high blessing, who gets to this level that all of the aspects of their soul, their power of love, their power of fear, their power of balance, everything is totally warm and given over to the creator of the universe. So it says they're very, very high. So they can't come down low. Therefore, it is said in the way it's said, it comes out looking like a curse. It looks like a curse, but really God is giving a blessing. But they're so tremendously high that God cannot express all of these blessings in a way, it's above understanding. So how does it come down? If it would come down as a blessing, we think we understood it. It comes down as a curse, so they can think, this is something bad. What does it mean bad? I can't take it. That's a thing that I can't accept. So that can be a curse. Just take an example, for instance, a big blessing, but you can't see it. It comes out as a curse. These people who win the lotteries, and they win tens of millions of dollars, about $500 million, they win tremendous amounts of it, but they can't take it. It's too good. It's too good. They don't know what to do with it. So they use their limited abilities to translate this billions of dollars. What do? They buy 1,000 bottles of vodka, and they buy 1,000 best steaks you can possibly have, and they buy 1,000 ships and trips around the world, and so they can do. And then what do? They drink 2 of the bottles of vodka and they fall down dead, and all the steaks rot, and the ships have to be sold. And that's what. Right? And even if they do, so they make it on the ships. They're so drunk, they're so out of it, they're so fat. They eat so many cakes and some of this. And let's say they don't eat the cake, so they get on a ship and they say, "What's this? This is Thailand. Okay, good. What's this? This is Vietnam. Very nice. It looks like Thailand. It's not the same thing. This is China. This is India. This is this." He sees another thing and another thing. What's he going to do with all this? What's he going to do with all the? But it's a tremendous blessing. But because he hasn't got the vessels to take it, so it comes out to be a tremendous curse to him. Right? What should he do with the money, really? He can take the money and give charity. He can take the money and help other people with it. Right? He can take the money and encourage others to do good deeds. He could do a million things. Then there wouldn't be enough money. He would really enjoy it. He would see how he made people's lives better. Instead, what does he do? He just wrecks his own life. So, therefore, sometimes there are things that are really big blessings. If you don't have the vessels for them, they come out as curses. And that's why these 49 curses in the Torah really are not curses at all. They're just, we don't have the vessels to receive them. Really, in their source, they're tremendous blessings. The Tzemach Tzedek adds on, Shezeu, this is understood also with the story on the Gomorrah of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Listen to this story. Sheshalach et beno, that he sent once his son Rabbi Elazar to Rabbi Yonatan ben Asmi and to Rabbi Yudah ben Gerim, that they should give him a blessing. They came back, and the Gomorrah, it says in Moed Katan, he came back, he was crying. Kishachazar ben the Rashbi, he came back and he was crying. He said, "What are you crying for?" He said, "You sent me to get blessings. They must not have liked me or something, because they all cursed me." Masalo davarim b'kol b'kablano al mashmutam. They said that your house will get destroyed, and all of your daughters will leave the house and then won't come back, and it's terrible things. It says in there you spend all your money and they won't return. You won't. It seems the opposite of blessings. Rabbi Shimon said no, that really what they said were tremendous blessings. and he explained the secrets behind them. Says why, if you look in the Gomorrah over there, you'll see the terrible curses that they gave him. You'll see how Rabbi Shimon translated the whole thing in a positive way. Why didn't they just say in a positive way? Why bircho b'lashon? Why did they give him a blessing in a way that could be in an opposite understanding? The Marsha explains that their intention was lechadude. They wanted to sharpen him. They wanted to make him use his mind. You want really high blessings? You have to really sort of work for them, at least with your mind. Al kach omer letzamach tzedek, therefore yoter nirka peshuto mishum shohayu elu brachos nailis miyod. These were really high blessings. Lo haya efshar legilui ela betzura. So the Marashah says that they wanted to give him riddles, so he had to work for them. But the Tzemach Tzedek says a little bit different way, that really what they gave him were really blessings. But he couldn't interpret them because they were too high. But his father, Rabbi Shimon, could interpret them properly. And so, it didn't change, according to the Marsha, that the Marsha said that he had to work in order to make himself a vessel to understand. According to the Tzemach Tzedek, no, they gave him big blessings, and these blessings would have come out. But because he was so worried, so he had to have Rabbi Shimon explain what these blessings are. Okay?
Yes.
Good, wonderful. As we will talk about more, God willing, tomorrow. Thank you.